Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Vivek Goel, your nephrology faculty at Doc Tutorials. And it gives me immense pleasure to welcome amongst us Dr. Abhilash Patowary, who has secured a prestigious rank of AML 3 and CML 3 in the recently conducted INI November SS DM Nephrology Entrance Exam. A big round of applause for Dr. Abhilash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So first things first, Abhilash, you tell me, take me through those first 2 minutes. When you saw the result, what did you feel and how did you process it?
Sir, since a very good evening, first of all. So, since there was a lag in the results for whatever reason, so for some time we had felt कि अभी तो नहीं आएगा. So I was just taking a walk. I was taking an evening walk in front of MMC, and suddenly one of my friends had called कि कैसा हुआ, and even your message, the PDF popped in, and the phone fell from my hand at that moment. I started trembling. For some reason, I couldn't even find my admit card. I forgot my roll number. So I ran from that place to my room, and then I saw my result, and then I confirmed it. I think 6 times, and then nothing but sheer joy, and yeah, I was quite emotional at that time. It is still very unbelievable and unfathomable for me to feel like it has actually happened, something like that.
How did your parents react?
So they were really very happy. I did a video call with them since I'm here at Delhi. So and they were quite emotional as well. Same here, and then they are very happy.
Great. Now tell me, Abhilash, first just let's introduce yourself. In a couple of minutes, just tell me, where are you from, where you did your UGPG from?
Um, Hello, I'm Abhilash Patwari. I hail from the state of Assam, from a place called Digboy. I have done my UG from Guwahati Medical College in Assam, and then I'm currently pursuing my MD medicine. I'm in my third year at Maulana Azad Medical College, MAMC, New Delhi, and my final exams, are in less than a month from now.
So just imagine the commendable effort made by this young guy who hasn't even cleared his MD final exam yet, and he has cracked the toughest exam of super specialty entrance exam. That goes to show what a stupendous effort you've put in, Abhilash.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Superb performance.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, Abhilash, let us dive straight into your preparation strategy. So I was just going through your marks at and your ranks at the question bank and the test series at Doc Tutorials, and it goes to show that you were consistently performing good. So I knew from the time I met you that you are going to be one of the toppers. I knew it from the very beginning.
Thank you,
So
sir.
now you tell me about your preparation strategy for any young aspirant in Digboi or in Assam or in Delhi who's listening to you and who wants to be a topper just like you.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I may, I have always been fascinated, and I'm fascinated by the art of medicine. So since I've been practicing here in MAMC, so I have always been this person who is very pro-patient, I believe, not a very conventional way of studying. I always used to go to wards. I still go to wards. Yesterday also I've taken down. Today also I'm going for my emergency in a few minutes, I think. So I always used to go to the patient, come see the patient, come back and read about it. This has been the approach all throughout. First year we didn't get much time to study and all here at MAMC. It's quite hectic. Uh, and second year I used to follow this particular pattern. And since we have a wide myriad and array of patients here, most of the topics used to get covered in that way. During the process, towards the middle of my third year, since I had to take a decision on banking on one particular subject, I had to narrow it down to nephrology. One, because it was so close to medicine, and because of the kind of patients and the kind of things that I used to encounter. I always say that I'm very fond of electrolytes, something not many people are fond of. So like potassium hypokalemia leading to Sjogren's syndrome. We had one patient with hypercalcemia who was worked up, and then she turned out to be, it was a granuloma secreting granuloma of tuberculosis, which was secreting vitamin D3,
1 alpha
the
hydroxylase.
1
Hmm.
alpha hydroxylase. So all that plagued with electrolytes. Plus, we had when my first year we had a patient with rapidly progressive renal failure who later on worked up, and then we came to know the initial diagnosis tuberculosis, who turned out to be ANCA vasculitis. We were on the top, on the at the tip of our toes when he came with a creat of 8 or so. Now he comes to my OPD with a creat of zero point 0.8. So there's quite this salvageability that I saw. Moreover, so these were the things that really attracted me to the subject, I believe. And then I started a focused preparation for that particular subject. Sir, if you ask me about my preparation, as I said, it is not in a very conventional way. So it was just like that with the patient and then going back and studying. When I came to know, I would say 1.5 months or so prior to the exam, that I will be eligible for it. I was not sure whether I would be eligible for this exam. Then at that time, I came across you basically. So and that is when I subscribed to doctors, I believe 1 month prior to the exam. And then I have been associated with you before also during my UG days. So my first memory with you is, I will not remember it, but then you were taking a class and then you were asking what is the kind of cast you get in BK polyoma virus nephropathy cast or something. So I answered decoy cells, and you had taken my name. That was at the time when I was preparing for PG. So my association has been a very long one with you actually. And then, sir, just before the 1 month, I saw all the videos I had prepared, but then I would say Dr. Truss was really the icing on the cake. I had seen all your videos at 2x speed. Since I had less time, so I could not make notes. I saw the videos twice. That was only the only thing that was possible for me, I would say. And that's it. And then extra things, if you ask me, I had just seen the tables of Fihali, which also you have covered mostly, I would say. And that too only for the glomerular disease part. And just one extra thing, I went through the KDIGO guidelines, whatever manuscript was there, that only on glomerular disease, only that part. And rest, I didn't do much. I think that has sufficed.
So, so very nicely, Abhilash has, stressed that he never compromised on his residency. This is the hallmark of every good medicine lover, because one knows that medicine is not learned by mugging up books or solving MCQs. One
Yes,
has to be at the bedside. One has to be, really touching the patient, palpating the patient, and only then does one remember medicine. Because no matter how many syndromes you study, if you have seen a syndromic patient with your eyes ever in your life, you will never forget that patient. I still
yes,
remember in which ward, on which bed number, on which corner was a so and so patient, and you remember it that way only. Such is your visual and perceptive memory. So Abhilash
yes,
has absolutely put it bang on.
yes.
So, what? How did you find the Q banks and the test series of doc tutorials, which we have curated and made? How did you find it?
So they were really good. In fact, to be very honest, I have always been a proponent of giving tests. I always give tests. I have always been giving tests from my second year. Even if I didn't prepare, every test I used to give, any subject I used to give. It was not like nephrology, just like that, just so that I don't get distracted. Because I feel that when you're giving a test, you can't get distracted. And then, as far as the nephrology thing was concerned, there was one free mock all India, I believe. There were three mocks actually. So I gave the first free mock, and I was really very impressed. And that is when I actually took the app, basically. So that really also boosted my confidence. I got a rank of 3 in that. And then I gave all the others. QBank I could not complete because of the lack of time, but mocks I gave all of them. And in the last mock I got a rank of 1. So I was really like full of confidence that ठीक है, मतलब we are on the right track maybe. That's it.
Great. So, as INI is divided into two parts. The part
Yes,
one is a computer based test, which is MCQs, which
yes,
you said that, basically what I would just like to put it together is he focused on his residency. He used to see the patient and come back to his room and study it from the textbook, that is Harrison, and maybe refer to a super specialty textbook. For nephrology, it would be Fihali.
yes, sir.
And towards the end, he watched my videos on Doc Tutorials app. He solved the QBank questions as much as he could, and he regularly took tests. So, taking tests is very, very important, because that is when your theoretical knowledge is applied in a better way and you develop the skill set to solve a question. Am I right, Abhilash? This is what
Yes,
you
absolutely.
that is what you how you've consolidated.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. So after the part one, there is also an interview conducted in the INI exam. How did you prepare for that?
Sir, all credit for the interview can go to none other than you. It would not have been possible at all. Matlab, it like 100% it should go to you, because you have painstakingly taken 2 days of mock interviews. Once I think till 1:30, and the next day till 12:30 or so at night, of course. So they were really really helpful. And then I cannot tell you, but again it was like some dog millionaire for me, when they were asking me about something, and then they asked me, I told them that I was fond of electrolytes. And then the first question they in fact asked me was on free water clearance. And for some reason, you had put the formula of free water clearance one day before in the WhatsApp group. If I wouldn't have seen that, it would not have been possible. And I don't think my rank would have unfolded in a way it did. And then they asked me about antiproteinurics. When I told them about sparsentan, atrasentan, and all that, the newer ones, basically older ones, they knew. So they were quite happy with all that, and all of that was discussed in quite length in the interview. And basically, it was such a nice icebreaker for all of us. And then all the anxiety and all everything. I mean, kudos to you. Like, I'm really, really grateful to you for that.
Thank you so much for the kind words, Abhilash. So, before we part, I mean, everybody would want to know, which institute are you aiming at? Which institute are you going to join?
Sir, I've not completely decided yet. I'm talking to people right now, but I believe it is going to be AIMS. That's it, sir.
So it's going to be MGR. So you would not want to shift the city also, and you would
Yes,
just
sir.
want to shift from MAMC to Ames. That's good.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So any before we part, any message, anything you want to say to any viewer, anyone who's watching you right now, any young chap in Digboi, in Assam, or any remote village of the country, that if this young lad can do and be a topper in the one of the most difficult exams of the country, can he or she do it, or yes or no?
Sir, I think this is something that I have always believed in. It's basically a quote from the Bhagavad Gita, which says that karmanai vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, which means that you focus on the task at hand and don't let your actions hinge on the outcome, because the task is human and the result is divine. So I believe we need to be focused on the task, and then good things will happen and it will come your way. That's it.
Superb, superb, Abhilash. There couldn't have been a better ending to this interview. It
Thank you.
is, it is, I'm very, very happy. I mean, I'm very,
Yes,
very, I cannot sum it up in words how happy I am to see you rise and see you soar, because we've been associated for a long time, as you mentioned,
yes,
and
sir.
hope to meet you in person soon.
Yes,
And
sir.
hope that you soar the flag of nephrology very high in the sky. And all
Hopefully,
the
sir.
very best. All the
Thank you.
very best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye, sir.